This one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards. First down, Bears.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Hurts going to keep it again, and he is going to lose yardage here. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Brady now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a play fake. Brady. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Brady. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On the give, this is Mack. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Marlon Mack, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Throwing is Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Rams are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Dances by at the 20. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Brady now to throw. This to the outside for Mack. Touchdown, Rams! Marlon Mack, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. Got an open man, it's Harmon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Brady dumps this one off to Mack. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Catch is made, it's Harmon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Hurts sets up to throw it. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Kick is right there. It's good. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On play action, now Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Nick Boyle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
17. Bears 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Oh, look at the juke. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They'll give this to Moss running right. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard on the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Folks, remember this, his first NFL game, a rookie getting playing time here in week 1, and he comes through with a giant play there, an interception return for, obviously, his first NFL touchdown.
Do you think he dreamed that last night at all? No chance. Not one whatsoever, but he got it done.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing again on second down. Brady. And he's got some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for an LA Rams.
On the handoff, it's Mack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The open man is Westbrook. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Marlon Mack with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Rams have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Bears 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shouldering the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. A give. This is Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And the Bears first down.
A run for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Hurts throw into the hands of Boyle here. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
He was brought down by Alexander Johnson. It's a gain of 4. It is 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Hurts. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They run it again with Chubb. A giant hole up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 23-yard run. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to come here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a play fake. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Brady to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. "36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Now Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Hurts. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
First down, Chicago.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. On the carry, it's Chubb. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Rams will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. To throw is Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Brady. And that's complete to Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, LA! A.J. Brown, 70 yards. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snap. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's back to throw. And, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the LA Rams with a victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Rams, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by